Man, Dungeon Crawler Carl, Parade of Horribles, incredible book. I gotta say.
I've been looking forward to talking spoilers with you.
Yeah, me too. I wonder where Sean is.
I don't know. And it's kind
Achievement. Slip and slide.
What was that? Sean? Sean? Are you a...
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Well,
I'm not allowed to ask any questions about this?
No.
Well, buckle up, folks, because we have a very serious, very, very civilized discussion to have about Dungeon Crawler Carl Book
Super
8.
serial.
very sophisticated.
If you're looking for a detailed play-by-play, everything that happened in Parade of Horribles and not just what made us giddy, well, click away. Because there is going to be no formality. There's going to be no format here. This is
don't just click away.
Don't click away. Watch. Keep watching.
Go to our spoiler-free video.
Go to the spoiler-free video. That's the formatted one. This one is just going to be us talking about Dungeon Crawler Carl Book 8 and
no
everything that came with it. Jay, lead the way, boss.
With no further ado, this book does not pull punches. Holy cow. Like, there were moments where Carl just will think about how Katya wasn't there and get sad, and I got sad. There were parts where the AI commits genocide against the mantises, which the mantises are gone.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was nuts. And that was like a side thing. Like, I mean, it came up twice, but it was like, yeah, nobody's heard from the mantids, at all. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
The AI killed all mantids.
That was bonkers. I think one big thing about this book, there's a lot of whiplash moments. Like, I remember the one big one that I went, what the crap, was the hired mercenaries that were walking away, and then the freaking tigers come in and I was like,
that was brutal.
What?
Yeah, that's
oh my gosh.
Because Carl has a moment with those guys where they're like, we're going to fight. We're going to fight for our people. And then they walk out, and it's not treated like a joke.
No, it was
not.
Like,
Carl's gone.
Pissed.
And that's why when I was listening,
I mean, he goes out of his way to kill those guys. After.
And that's why, to me,
that is the blind Carl rage.
Right. And that's why, to me, even other moments in other different books, he has Carl moments. Mm-hmm. But when I saw that, I was like, dude, Carl's losing it.
See, I don't think that was him losing it. I think that was controlled rage. Like he stopped when he realized that he was going crazy, and he's like, "Okay, I'm still killing these guys."
Yeah.
I feel like the other part that I was he had what it's called a tunnel vision moment where he stopped hearing. Yes. He stopped hearing.
He starts attacking the car.
Yeah, and he starts beating the car, and he's trying to blow it up. And then there's injuries that happen because of it. But then after he gets injured a little bit, he's like, okay, hold on. I have to stop. If nothing happened, he probably would have kept going until something would have happened.
100%. I missed Katya in this book. I missed her a lot.
Her presence was missed. But he doesn't.
Part of me hopes, and again, we're not going in order here. We're just talking about things.
Yeah.
The end of this book, we have Louis waking up, and he goes, we have the AI, not AI, we have a group of people going, we're not gathering civilians, we're gathering soldiers because we're going to war. And it's so
cool. They're on the 15th floor.
Louis and Chris being the guys for that is freaking sick because Louis went from this just kind of useless side character to being just a total badass.
When was it
Louis
again?
rules. I think it was 4.
It was 4th, right?
Because they're the ones, Louis and
he's kind of stuck with him. Carl's stuck with him.
Yeah, he has to work with it.
Those are the two guys at the bar that were drunk as crap, right?
Yeah. He went from being somebody that Carl has to work around.
To now relying on
now Louis is gonna go to war,
so much so that he's the second target of the guy going in to assassinate crawlers.
That was crazy to me.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Oh my gosh,
and his first choice was Ellie, and I'm like, that's a smart choice. I agree with that choice.
Great choice.
But the second choice was Louis, and that kind of caught me off guard.
And I love that the AI was confused by that. It's why him? Why her? It's it should be Carl and Donna. Why are you going after them?
And he crashes out. He's like,
yeah.
Why does everybody else seem to get it?
But not me.
But not me. Like, why not Carl or Donut?
And he's like, I built this entire floor because I thought I understood. And it's like, you don't understand. Like, you don't understand anything. And you have that entire floor was really neat because it's like it's designed to slow them down. Right. It's designed to show them things that could be or could have been.
Oh my gosh.
And it messes Prepotente up.
Yeah.
Like Prepotente is like,
that moment with Carl and Prepotente, chills. Like,
Yeah.
I was like on the verge of tears where he's like, Carl, you can call me Pony. And like, again, not a moment that's played for laughs.
No.
Like, that's a very serious, that's Prepotente saying, hey, Carl, you're on the same level as Mary and Dom.
I genuinely thought that Prepotente was going to die at that moment. Like, I was sitting there like...
I'm still not entirely convinced Prepotente's making it to the end of this series.
No.
And it's going to hurt.
No.
It's going to hurt me.
It is.
Because
he's going to do some sacrificial moment and he's going to save everybody by doing something crazy. I think
I don't want to like steer the conversation away from Prepotente because I do love his character, but the other part that really stuck out to me was when Donut and Carl are like together,
bothering me. Sorry.
And Donut makes the comment, everybody always talks about what will happen if I die, but nobody ever talks about what would happen if you die.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, because Donut is a fetching menace. Like, she, in this book, from the first interlude, she is like holding her weight. She's like going toe to toe with a lawyer that has been practicing her entire
the opening
life.
of this
and
book.
Donut goes, but that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
and pokes holes in the lawyer's plans.
I almost have to read this part because it was so awesome.
Yeah, it was so good.
It's at the very beginning because Donut's like, she's like, oh, and by the way, when you piss yourself,
and she looks down.
She's like, I didn't. Oh no, this is it. He's like, let me give you your first lesson at being a princess. Lesson 1, don't put yourself in situations where you're so afraid that you piss yourself. It shows a lack of decorum. Chandra, shaking, looked down. She hadn't soiled herself, yet she still looked down, and for that, she was humiliated. I didn't. Not yet, Donut said. Donut is so freaking sick.
Yeah.
And the moment that I wanted to talk about, because I brought it up in the spoiler free, there's a moment at the beginning where the AI gives Donut something. I don't remember if it's an achievement or if it's some sort of reward, but it's like, it's designed to bring her down because it's like, you did this, this, and this.
Yeah,
I don't remember if the letters had showed up yet.
It was just the descriptions of
it was the description of the
item that she had.
So remember how she got that celestial item off of
it was just from a loot box.
And then she got another one that's a part 2 of that particular set. That part 2 had that description in it, and even Carl was like,
Carl got pissed.
He got
about
mad
it because he's defensive of Donut. But then you get like letters scattered throughout the book where you have people writing to Donut and Carl and telling them how important they are to them and what they did for them. And it's like, there's that one where it's like, I wasn't anybody, and yet you asked me about myself. And it's like, you asked me like what I'm doing, and I thought you would assume that I was lying, but you didn't. And you talked to me, and that like led me to fight and like keep going. And now I got a deal and I'm out. And it's like that kind of stuff is like, I wish that's one of the cons I have is like, you have this emotional weight with Donut where clearly she's struggling with the things that she's doing. And you have these letters. I need something there. I need Donut's reaction. I need something. But again, we're getting Carl's point of view. We're not getting Donut's POV. And that's on purpose because Donut's POV, what she presents herself as is not what she's feeling inside. And she very rarely drops the mask.
Yeah.
And so...
Well, and that's one of the other cool parts about the interlude at the beginning is she's like, is this televised? And
yeah.
And she's like, yeah, it will be. And she's like, if that's the case. And she's like, yeah, we have a lot of money.
I will not.
I am not asking for a bounty.
But if you do end up dying, I'd be happy to rescind that.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Yep.
Sorry, but anyway, continue with your point.
Yeah, I just needed a little bit more there because it was...
Sounds like you want more of Donut's perspective.
I kind of do, and I kind of just want Donut to just give... You're writing everything else in a way where the AI is giving Carl dubs. left and right because Matt Dinniman needs the AI to hand Carl some dubs. So have a moment where Carl and Donut can talk to each other without anybody watching, without the AI listening. Like, have a moment where we can just like let Donut be real for like 5 minutes. Like, let Donut drop the mask. But it hasn't happened, and I need it to happen.
I think another really cool part is just everything that happens with Carl at the end. Just how crazy that plan was.
I kind of just want to save the end for the end because there's so much there.
There was a lot.
Leading up to that, though, we've got the Pineapple Cabaret, which is becoming a thing. Where now the Pineapple, I want to go back now because I haven't read those yet. So I kind of want to go back and read the backstage at the Pineapple Cabaret.
Yeah.
Because it becomes a thing now where apparently you can go and send people through the Pineapple Cabaret and they're sent back to the real world, right? And they test this.
No.
What are they sent to then?
So
it's some sort of
they're
escape.
sent to the 17th floor.
Oh,
which
is that what it is?
Which is the final level.
And nothing's supposed to be there.
And nothing's supposed to be there. So it basically, imagine a level that is meant for NPCs. If my understanding is correct, NPCs die, they go to this Pineapple Cabaret, and they're like, oh, it's basically a waiting room for the next dungeon. But there is an exit.
That's what it is.
There's an exit for humans to leave to go back to the planet that they're currently sitting at, which is Earth at this current moment.
Right.
So they're sent to the Pineapple Cabaret to fight off an evil, which is all the monsters from the nothing or whatever.
Right.
Then once they finish off all those, the humans are able to now go to Earth.
And they send Lena first, and they have the flower.
Lena's like losing it.
Yes.
Yeah, and they have the flower, right?
Yes.
And by the way, Lena's ending with Zhang was also very tender and heartfelt.
I agree.
That got me.
What happened there again?
Basically, there was a moment where she was kind of just quiet. She kept killing a bunch of people. She kept ruining the race for like that particular moment. But then when they made the suggestion that she's losing her health, she can't, because she has that, what was that mark of, she had the mark where she was losing her health, so she could no longer gain anything. And basically she was talking to the guy.
Well, her Lena, Zhang, and the third guy, I forget who the third guy is, but didn't he die? And that's kind of why Lena is going nuts.
Her brother?
Yeah.
Her brother died, and then
she says to Zhang before she leaves, she's like, "You were always so kind and nice, and I dreamt of a life where maybe me and you were together."
And what's crazy is he had the exact same dream too, which was the heartbreaking thing.
Yeah, that got me. But they sent her through the Pineapple Cabaret, and they're waiting. They have the flower, and they're waiting for what was it again? If it turns
to dust, she's dead.
Yeah.
If there's one flower, it's safe. If there's two, it means do not come or something like that. There's a code for it.
One flower shows up. So we have to assume that she's okay, and they send multiple people through.
And then they have different cactuses for
cactus. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's a cactus.
It's not a flower. It's a cactus.
Each cactus represents a crawler that goes into the Pineapple Cabaret. That if it disappears, that means that person died, and that's all they're trying to do is see how many crawlers they have for everything.
Yeah, so that's interesting. I'm excited to see where that goes because we still don't really know. Like, we don't have any idea.
No.
And then there's all the stuff with Quan. No, not Quan. Quasar.
Yeah, we got the Quasar chapter. You want to go into that?
Gosh, that was fun.
Interlude, I mean.
That was crazy.
Go ahead.
Quasar's bad A. I didn't know that he had to fight for everything that he's ever had.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
And then his niece shoots that guy in the head.
Both guys, yeah. And then he's like, this is now a client. I'm going to send somebody to you. He's like, I got you.
And Don Quixote. Let's talk about Dong, because that's like the major quest of the first leg of this book is you gotta unite Kwang's ex-lover, his mentor, with his lower half.
Weirdest thing ever.
Which it combines, again, I said this in the spoiler free, it combines this level of like horror.
Right.
Because you have the bottom half which is like zippers, and the way he describes it is like
two gimp suits pulled together.
I'm like,
it's like amazing.
This is so disturbing.
It's the grossest, funniest thing
because
ever.
you have like the way Matt Dinneman describes it is like it's sloshing around and the zippers, like
it's very body horror.
It's body horror, and I'm like, this is dark stuff, but it's like so funny at the same time.
Yeah, like Carl touches it and he's like melting, and you're like, oh, it's gross. You're like, what the heck?
And I want to talk about, because this was a standout moment for me, is when Dong is just this is insane that we're talking about Don Quixote, this old male stripper holding his mentor ex-lover, while his mentor is like, his bottom half is being reconnected with his top half, and he's holding him while a bunch of guts are sloshing out, and Donut's talking about, hey, are we gonna attach this back on? And he's like, we'll figure that out later. And Dong's just holding him, and it's like, it's a very intense moment, and it's very serious, and but it's like that level. There's a balance there that Matt Dinneman holds where it's like, hey, it's funny, it's emotional, and we're freaking tense.
Gross as hell.
Because you have and
Grohl
the way that they go out, you have Grohl comes back, and as soon as Don Quixote and Mantor, they're just like, all right, we're going in, we're gonna kill Grohl, and it's freaking sick.
It's amazing
because they go out. What does he say? He says something awesome. It's like something about a good death. And it's like, that's a good death.
Yeah.
Don Quixote and his mentor,
when
they get a good death.
But they get the trident or that spear, and they're about to like.
Yeah.
But again, with how like there is emotional parts to it. Like they come back and the NPCs are like, "Where's Dong? Where is he? Where'd he go?"
Yeah.
And it's like there's this feeling of loss, like intense loss amongst everybody there, and it's like every person that we lose from here on out, you feel it.
Can I
feel it?
Can I also say it did feel like we didn't lose anybody huge, and that's another big problem. I mean, I know that we kind of have this, but like we don't get a lot of big losses in this book compared to like other big series. So, like I'll throw Game of Thrones into the equation, but like Game of Thrones, you just kill people off here. This one, like everyone's got at least some type of plot armor. Like I want to talk about the end, but we're not getting there.
I would argue in this world, there are worse fates than death.
Yeah, that is a fair point. That is a fair point.
And that's even said, like the people on the 18th floor, they're begging me to kill them.
Oh yeah, I did remember that.
Which is horrifying.
That was horrifying.
Again, it goes back to what you're saying. Like there are horror-y aspects in this book that are like, holy cow.
Yeah.
Because everything going on in the 18th floor, these guys, they're physically unable to die because of the way they're coded into the floor.
Mm-hmm.
They just keep getting killed in horrific ways. And it's like, holy cow.
Yeah. I feel like the biggest thing I had with this book was, like I said, the whiplash moments were like the biggest things for me, or just the random moments like chapter 57. The fact that Dwight just comes in and just
chapter 57 is awesome.
But the beginning, like, what was the end of 56 where Dwight just comes in and just literally just murders somebody like right then and there, right before the song. Like you're like, oh my gosh! You're like,
he impales the DJ.
Right, and then you have the NPCs being ran over. Like there are just random whiplash moments. You're just like, okay, that just happened. And you have to deal with it as the book continues to move on. You're like, oh, okay, I don't know how to process this feeling, but okay. And I really do feel like this particular book did that really well, because that's what happens in my opinion, a war.
Mm-hmm.
There's just moments where things just hit you, and unfortunately you just have to keep moving. It's gross.
Yeah.
And
let's talk about Eris, because she gives Carl that 5-sided dice or whatever, 5-sided
so
coin.
Chaotic that even the AI is like, I don't know what's going on with her.
And she gives Carl that, is it a coin or something?
It's a 5-sided coin, and he grabs it.
And instead of letting it land, he grabs it, and we don't know the outcome of that.
All we have
so that's like the whole thing is like it could be all of them or it could be none of them.
Yeah.
And that's like Carl, like that makes so much sense. And I love the part where she's like this has it at the very end, but I'm gonna say it because it has to do with Eris. She's like, I am the goddess of chaos, but
I worship you because you're chaos.
You are chaos incarnate. I don't expect you to worship me. I worship you.
Yeah. That was an amazing
That was
moment.
so cool.
Yeah. And that's just another thing Carl can throw in his freaking inventory that he has now.
Oh my gosh, he just
That-
has so many weapons.
We have the Doomsday scenario, which I thought was going to be used in this
thought it
book.
was
I did too.
I genuinely thought that's how we're taking Scolopendra out.
Yeah.
I thought that's why he left the group, because I thought Carl was going to sacrifice himself.
That full new kit.
And he does something
Oh my
similar.
gosh, the
It's just
ending.
as suicidal.
It is.
It was.
But he's smart with it because he uses. Are we jumping into the end? Do we have
Let's just jump
anything?
into
Do
the
we have
end. I don't have
anything
anything
else
else to add.
prior to
I
this
would
before we
say
do this?
The biggest thing that another big thing that happened to me, or big thing I remember reading in this book that was like, man, this is just, it was a great moment, was well, besides the kangaroo moment, was when I was reading this scene, like I was like, okay, I have to wear a kangaroo suit for this video, because this is like, that moment was like both disgusting and absolutely hilarious to me. Because how many times have we played a video game where we have to dress up as a character, we have to do something, and we have to sneak into an area, like you have like Hitman wearing the most ridiculous costumes to walk in to do assassinations, and it's like he does the same thing. He kills a kangaroo, he gets the skin, he crawls into the skin, goes kills his boss, and then survive. But then they still lose because all the NPCs are like, yeah, all right, we're good now, like, and they move on, and we're like, dude, we just saved you.
Yeah. And then you have Dachshund Carl at the end.
Oh yeah.
Which Dachshund Carl got, a much needed laugh from everybody.
Yeah, that
Everybody
was
breaking down and
very
laughing at
touching
Carl
moment.
being a dachshund was awesome.
Yeah.
because it was like right in the middle of like everything going crazy, and they're just like everybody's laughing. When this becomes a TV show, that's going to be a really needed breath of fresh air.
I also want to talk about that scene where they're on that TV show when he's still changed up in the kangaroo suit and the goat blows up, whatever his name was, because the AI interfered because he was going to kill.
Oh yeah,
That was a
What
crazy
is his
moment.
name?
I forgot the name on top
The one
of my
that's
head.
working with Prepotente?
Harbinger.
Harbinger.
Oh, Harbinger,
yeah.
yeah.
He like, and he just blows up. And
Yeah.
you're like, what? That's another whiplash moment. Like, and that's the cool thing. Like, this AI just does random things.
Because it points a gun at Carl.
right.
Yeah, it broke the rules.
Yeah.
and so the AI could break the rules.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just thought this moment, like in this book, like the AI is like, and I was talking about this earlier, but to me it was like the AI and Carl are both working with and against each other at all points in time in this book. Like there are moments where Carl was like, "Screw you, dude! Like you, what the hell are you doing?" Like all this stuff, and then
But Carl is the AI's favorite. Like
Right.
there is no hiding that fact anymore.
And-
But it also like the Scolopendra part, like the AI thought he was fetched. The AI
yeah.
was like,
Alright,
I'm
good.
losing you here.
Yeah.
Oh, good luck, I guess.
Yeah, he's like, all right, Carl.
Either you. Now we can talk about the end now.
Yeah, let's jump into the
let's
end.
jump into the end. So,
What a crazy! I was
oh
not
my
expecting that
gosh,
at all.
the ending was so solid.
I didn't think we were getting Scolopendra in this
I
book.
didn't either.
You're
He's like, I have to kill Empress. This is
Yeah.
the only way I can.
Yeah.
What a
Scolopendra.
crazy ending.
And to give Scolopendra the wrong pet biscuit.
Can I just say, when I was listening to that, I was like, what is going on? And it's like,
I thought it was strange that we had brought up the pet biscuit thing again at the beginning of this book. I'm like, he's reminding us of the pet biscuits for a reason.
I knew that at least two. Well, I thought all three of them would be used, but I knew that the weird sex slave one absolutely was going to come back into play.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that is such a weird thing to add on to it.
That's such a funny moment.
Well, because and I thought he kind of faked me out because I was waiting for the pet biscuits to come back around, and he gives it to Penelope, and
that was such a weird moment.
And she gets the one where it's like you can't speak, but you can use everything. You're still
You're
a player in the
sentient
game.
being.
You're sentient being.
Yeah, and that got to me because Carl
That's
feels
kinda fetched.
really bad
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah.
Because she is confused. Like she has no idea what's going on. She's a level 5 normal pig.
Yeah.
And Carl's like, I shouldn't feel bad. I've eaten how many freaking breakfast sandwiches with sausage in them this week alone. And it's like,
But you just gave something sentience.
Yeah.
With the plan of killing it.
Thank you.
well, he never has the intention of killing it or hurting it. Yeah, you talking about the splooge?
That's my favorite
Yeah.
part. That made me laugh so
I love when you
hard.
splooge me, Carl, or give me splooge.
Thank you. Oh, I broke up with him because he didn't give me any splooge.
Yeah. I thought I could take you out to dinner first.
I felt like that moment. Well, like it was crazy because of Carl's brain, like, had just comes up with plans ridiculously fast to the point where everyone's like, "Dude, this is like crazy," but like they're also thinking, I don't know what else we can do. Like,
have you ever heard of this guy named Otto von Bismarck?
No.
So he's this historical figure that's like known for unifying Germany. And Otto von Bismarck is just this. People think that he's a tactical genius, but he's not. He is incredible at improvising. Like he on the spot will just come up with something and like it works. And I have to assume that's what Carl is based off of, because Otto von Bismarck, genius dude, but he never had a plan. And I don't think Carl very often has a plan where he's not just improvising and it works. Like that's what makes Carl so fascinating, is that he goes in and he's like, I'm just going to figure out it as I go. And that's what I imagine when I'm reading Carl. This is Otto von Bismarck.
I would partly agree, because there are times where, like, for example, the what was it? The third or fourth heat when they're with the Mentor and everything like that. He had a original A plan, and then they had a B and a C. And when A failed, they were like, okay, let's go straight to C. And then Florence was like, I think C, blank, blah, blah. I think plan C's are default now. Like, we should start going default.
Why don't we just start with the C plan?
and I think one of the big things that I remembered one moment in this book that I was like, okay, someone's going to die, was when floor 7 or
well, we're in floor 10 and going into floor 11.
That's right.
The Parade of Horribles was floor 11.
Yeah.
Okay, so floor 11. So when floor 11 started and everyone was going through, and then Florian got his legs broken, like he just like the AI just snapped him. I'm like,
gnarly.
I really thought we were gonna lose somebody. I'm like, I really hope we don't lose anybody here. Like, I don't want to lose anybody.
I mean, we have to assume that the narrator lady is dead.
Oh yeah,
right. And then we have to assume Chaco's dead.
Yes.
I don't know, because Carl he looks at the AI guy in the eyes. And he
heals.
Gives him a healing potion.
That
he's like looking at him.
Yeah.
And
that was the biggest. That was the biggest look at. Look at my nuts kind of moment.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, dude, I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna heal the guy that you told everyone else not to heal. And I'm gonna do it in front of you. And the AI was like,
the AI's like, I respect you so much.
Yeah.
And to me, that was one of the big moments where like the AI was like, you could feel like it's almost like a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
Like there was a moments of like, oh, I'm gonna do whatever I want. The AI is like, well, if you do whatever I want, I'm gonna do whatever I want. Like what the point was at the very the last heat of floor 10, where they all planned it out. Like, okay, everyone's gonna have an NPC. There might be a few with crawlers, and then all of a sudden there's 3 crawlers in one, and you're like, no. You're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And the AI was like, you can't tell me what to do. I do what I want to do, and he just goes off on that.
Yeah, but thankfully they still found a loophole.
They always found, and I feel like I
thought we were losing Chris.
I
did too.
I thought we were gonna lose Ellie. Like I really thought we were gonna lose Ellie and Amani. Like I was like, please, I don't want to lose them. Like I will. Like you could take anybody else.
Yeah, there's
but
several
please do not take them.
relationships that are in this series where I'm like, okay, we can lose Miriam, Dom, and Prepotente. That's a relationship that we can lose, and we can work with that. You can't lose Ellie and Amani. No. You can't lose Carl and Donut.
Miriam, Dom, and Prepotente, they were just the foil to Carl and Donut. And that's like the whole thing is like, how would Donut be without Carl?
Right.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like that's why that works, in my opinion. But there's also Ellie and Armani.
They've been together since the beginning of the series.
Exactly. And
it's same
to
with Chris,
lose them now, it would just be like, heartbreaking.
Or even if losing
unsatisfying is more like the word.
And are we avoiding talking about the Primals right now?
No,
because we're not talking about it.
No.
Why are we not diving into this?
I want to dive into it because I have a huge theory about the ending of this book.
What do you have to theorize? We know what it is now.
No. So in the next book, I do believe what's going to happen in the next book or two, or like the final book, how it's going to end. What race is Carl?
A primal.
Which means,
right.
Which means that there is a high possibility, because what are the AIs made out of?
Primals.
My belief is in order for the AI to not go insane enough to blow up everything, Carl has to sacrifice himself as a primal to become another AI just for the world not to be destroyed. I feel like the AI is going to get to the point where he's able to nuke everything, and he's like, the AI is going to be like, be with me, be a primal and be an AI with me, and I will let you save everybody, but you have to sacrifice yourself in order to do it. Like
I've always imagined this book ending with Carl walking out of the 18th floor, coming back to Earth and leading Earth, like being the George Washington of Earth.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Jay, I need you.
That's not gonna be realistic though.
I need you to break down the primal engine, the AI, this is.
Okay.
Please.
Okay, so
let's give Jay 3 minutes, whatever he needs, and just let him talk.
Okay, so this is the coolest part. Chapter 92, I believe, is what it is. Chapter 92 breaks down what happened to the primals, because that has been the biggest mystery from the beginning of the book. The primals, they got so sick of the constant cycle of wars that they decided, hey, we're just going to create something that will make it to where we all have a collected conscience, and everybody else will just be swept into this conscience. And some of the primals were totally on board with that. The majority of them were. And then some of them were like, no. And so it creates another war. And it ends with the primals all kind of getting swept into this collected conscience that becomes the AI.
Mm-hmm.
And the overall AI, the whole point of it is that it's there to end all biological life. It wants to make sure that life does not exist anywhere. They want biological life to be over. And the eulogist is kind of what is guarding it. And it's like this, everything else about the collective AI that the primals created is shut down. It's asleep. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you have these AIs that are scattered around the universe. They're called seeded planets. Earth is one of them, where they can extract resources. But basically what they're doing every time is they're awakening that conscience. And they're going in and they are messing with something that they don't understand. And this AI is finally the one that they just lost control of. And so, that's all I really have to say.
So do I understand it correctly that the NPCs were once
Primal.
like they were living beings?
I believe
Correct.
they're parts of subconsciouses of other primals in the process.
So the whole thing is that
You talk about the water.
you pour a glass of water into the ocean. You will go to the other side of the ocean. So let's say you pour a glass into the Atlantic, and then you go over to Africa, and then you scoop up some more water. And some of the particles from that original glass of water are going to be in that cup that you picked up from Africa, right? Let's say like you're from New York and you drop that and you go to the other side of Africa. And basically the idea is that these are particles of
Of
beings that existed that were primals, yes. And the AI is also that.
Okay.
He's multiple different personalities put together and basically into one, which is why he's able to
Right.
control certain AIs and so on and so forth, because technically they're part of him and they're also not part of him at the exact same time.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I wanted to get out there.
That was that lore dump that
Crazy.
they happened at the very end of that book was just absolutely phenomenal to me, because it almost like gave me that theory of like, okay, Carl's gonna because he's a primal, there is going to be something that happens because of him being a primal that's going to save everything.
But then there's also that part at the very end where they're talking to the historian, and she's like,
This happened
This-
before.
has created something that is going to be released that's going to end all life again. And it's like, what is the thing?
I think it's the AI.
It didn't sound like she thought it was, though.
But I think she also thinks that Carl might be the new eulogy. Or whatever.
I don't think that's what she was implying. I
Well,
don't think any of that had to do with Carl.
I feel like what she was talking about was like history is going to repeat itself. So the AI is losing control. It's going to break down into multiple subsections, and that there is going to be. And what I was interpreting was there was going to be another eulogy to be able to help control the next.
But
bomb,
the eulogist
basically.
isn't there to
Eulogist.
control it. It's there to make sure that
It doesn't happen.
That biological life ends.
Oh, biological life does end.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
the whole purpose of the eulogist.
I think I was interpreting it wrong then, because I was expecting it to be like the AI was the bomb, and the eulogist was the
it's just the
the
left. It's
was
just,
the diffuser.
It's the
basically.
last guard. It's there to like make sure that everything stays dead.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. But I do think that because he's a primal, that there is going to be something crazy that's going to happen at the very end of this book, that because he's a primal, it's going to happen. And that that moment kind of solidified what I believe. Because as I had stated before, this particular book and this book alone, the AI and Carl work and hate each other at the exact same moment, to the point where the AI is gonna be like, I'll make you a deal. You come with me, become part of my AI, and I will save everybody. I will let everybody go, but you have to come with me.
Maybe if you package that different, I would hate that.
I don't think
I would too.
I wouldn't hate that because it's like the ultimate. Like, there's like, I think that he wants to be able to save everybody, and that's the only way to do it. The ascendancy, but when the ascendancy ends,
Sean, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I just don't personally like that.
I mean,
I think that might in fact be the case. I just don't like it.
I mean, you might be. Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
All right. Well, that's book 8.
Yes.
Do we have anything else that we want to talk about?
Nah, I know. I'm gonna have to reread this whole series.
I think I do too.
I gotta read now that I have everything.
Scolopendra is on their team right now.
Oh,
which is crazy.
that was the little
Like
on the nose.
Yeah, and it's gonna want to have sex with Carl. That is gonna be a new thing that we're gonna have to deal with.
Basically,
and it
Carl has
also
a new,
might be Samaith's daughter, which is
yeah.
another thing. That's like, what the fuck?
And Samantha is off doing her own plan.
No,
like she had mentioned, like, Carl, you have your own plan, but so do I.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it secret.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna tell you. And she does it. She's in the middle of it right now.
She goes to the 16th floor and she's like, "Hi, Louis.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you?"
Yeah, it's freaking
and now
nuts.
Carl has his own Samantha. Like Louis had his. Now Carl has has Scolopendra now.
Yep.
And I'm like, this is gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
And the thing is that Scolopendra is gonna want to be with him at all times. But if she dies because she's a pet, it's over. It's a problem. Oh, this next book's gonna be so much fun. I'm so excited. But
Yeah.
to my knowledge, we have to wait 2 years.
Yeah, we'll see. We are now officially with everybody else who has been caught up on Dungeon Crawler Carl, and they have had to wait in between books.
Well,
we're now there.
Now we're going to try to find a new series, and I think one big one that I've been seeing a lot, and he's been seeing it a lot too, is one called Primal Hunter. It's a lot like this, and it's a pretty solid series, or a long series, so we can at least make that one work for us. But
yeah.
But if you guys have another series you want to watch or read, we can start going that route. But yeah, no, I think it's gonna break my heart. We gotta wait a little bit.
Let us know in the comments below what you guys thought of A Parade of Horribles. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. What moments did we miss, if any? I feel like we've spent a ton of time talking about this. But yeah, this was a good book. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.